El día de hoy tenemos al doctor Oscar Ngongo y nos va a hablar sobre Cochrane. Así que voy a proceder a presentar al doctor. El doctor Oscar Ngongo es MD and MPH en el Institute of Tropical Medicine en Antwerp, Belgium. También es Coordinator of Adult ART Center of Excellence in Livingston University Teaching Hospital. Lecturer in HIV and AIDS program at Livingston College of Nursing and School of Medicine in Mulungushi University. Is member of Renal Unit, member of Research Unit, Internal Medicine in Livingston University Teaching Hospital, and Cochrane member. So thank you very much, Dr. Ngongo, for being here with us today. I will turn it over to you so you can start when you're ready. And thank you.
Thank you so much to have me again today for another presentation on Cochrane. I can say right now that I don't have any conflict of interest with this presentation. So this is the outline. We'll go through different points here. We'll start with the introduction, our vision, our mission, our goals. How do we do this, and why do we do this? Global community, we'll present the global community. We'll present the product and services offered by Cochrane, governance, management, strategy, open access strategy, our policies, and the position, our funders, partners, and the difference we made. Just to introduce, we can say that Cochrane is an international network with headquarters in UK. It has been registered as a non-profit organization. It is a member of UK National Council of Volunteer Organization. It was founded in 1993 by a group of 70 people. From that time, that organization is still operating. Cochrane is for anyone interested using high quality information to make health decisions. It's not for a group of people, it's for everyone. Whether you are a clinician, you are a patient, you are a carer, you are a researcher, you are a policymaker, Cochrane evidence provides a powerful tool to enhance your healthcare knowledge and decision making. What is the vision for Cochrane? Our vision is a world of better health for all people, where the decisions about health and care are informed by high quality evidence. So any problem of health, we refer to the evidence that are produced by Cochrane. And Cochrane is ready to produce those evidence to help the decision makers to improve the health system, to improve the health care. Continue. What is our mission? We are independent. We promote diversity. We are a global organization that collaborates to produce trusted evidence. Make it not only we produce the evidence, but we make the evidence available to all and advocate for the use of that evidence. Our work is internationally recognized as the benchmark for high quality information about the evidence of healthcare. So WHO use in their guideline. I think more, if you fund the resources that they are using to make their guideline, I think around 80% are coming from Cochrane. It's where the true, the reliable evidence are being produced. What are the goals? We work with goals to achieve. Goal number one, producing trusted evidence through our reviews. 2, advocating for evidence. So we are a leading global advocate for evidence-informed health and care. And 3, informing health and care decision. To inform health and care decision by making our evidence accessible, usable, and available to all. Cochrane diversity and inclusion. So Cochrane is there not for a group of people, is for everyone. We have said it. It is in at least in 190 countries. We are researchers, health professionals, patients, carers, and people passionate about improving health outcome for everyone, everywhere. Our global independent, we are a global organization that's prone to be independent. And then we have been producing the evidence for more than 28 years. We do not accept commercial conflicted funding, so we don't accept any conflicting funding. We are not there for production of commercial articles or reviews. We want to remain independent. This is vital for us to generate authoritative and reliable information, working freely, not under pressure of commercial and financial interests. How do we do this? Through collaboration. We don't work alone. We associate members from across the globe. We use relevant evidence, and we make sure that we remain independent, transparent, that is integrity, and the quality, reviewing and improving what we do, in maintaining rigor and trust. So collaboration, relevance. Okay, let's continue. Another question is, why do we do this? Remember, our mission is to provide accessible, credible information to support informed decision-making. Has never been more important and useful for improving global health. So we want to produce evidence and make available that evidence, not any evidence, but credible evidence, so that the decision makers should use the evidence that we produce in order to make their recommendation. As we don't produce recommendation, we produce evidence. Up to the decision maker now to use the evidence that we are producing to make some recommendation. We do not accept commercial conflicted funding. This is vital for us to generate authoritative and reliable information, working freely, unconstrained by commercial and financial interests. We are a global community organized in groups. We have review groups, we have geographic groups, we have got field and network, and then we have got method groups. Review group. Cochrane has many review groups responsible. What are the role of that different review groups? Those review groups are responsible for efficient and timely production of high quality systematic review that address most of important research questions for decision makers. We have also what we call geographic groups. Remember, Cochrane is truly a global organization that want to remain independent network with members and supporters that are spread across the world. So we have at least in 50 countries, different Cochrane groups. This group represents Cochrane in that country, promote, support the use of Cochrane evidence in health policy and the practice, and they support Cochrane members and the supporters who live in that geographic area. You may find like Cochrane South Africa, Cochrane Brazil. So these are geographic Cochrane groups. Continue. We have also field and network. Cochrane has 13 thematic field and network with focus on dimension of healthcare other than a condition or topic, including setting of care, type of consumers, and the type of provider. Let's continue. We have also the method groups. Remember, I say we have a global community with a certain number of groups inside. Cochrane has 17 method groups which provide policy advice and a space for discussion. It is a space for discussion on the development and implementation of methods used in preparation of Cochrane reviews. So Cochrane, I've said even before that Cochrane is there for diversity. Cochrane is there for everyone, can include everyone who wants to get member or support. Cochrane is there for diversity, people with different backgrounds, people with different qualification, speciality. So currently our global community is over 100,000 members and supporters from at least 130 countries. Continue. Our product and services. Our evidence product. This is the evidence product that we put on the market, we produce. We have evidence services. We have got learning products. We have got review production tools. Evidence products. We have Cochrane library. The library contains a lot of database. Sorry. A Cochrane library contains a lot of data. We have the Cochrane database for systematic review. It's where you can find all the systematic reviews that we produce. If you're looking for them, you find them in Cochrane database systematic review. Our evidence service is Cochrane response to a lot of issues. Next. Our learning product, we have Cochrane interactive learning. You can find a lot of Cochrane resources for learning. You want to know how to produce systematic review, there are some Cochrane resources that you can find under this heading. that can build your capacity in producing systematic reviews. We have our review product tools. So for production of reviews, systematic review, we need to use some tools. RevMan is one of the tools that we use in order to produce systematic reviews. We have also Confidence. Confidence is another software that we can use. It can help in the process of production of systematic reviews. Governance and then management. So Cochrane is an organization that is well structured. We have different structure inside. We have a governing body, central executive team, editorial board, Cochrane Council, and financial and statutory reporting. All these organizations, they are there in order to produce strategy and to make sure that these strategies are implemented so that the organization continue producing credible evidence that inspire the decision makers. Our strategy, one is to produce trusted evidence. We said it before. And we are there to advocate the use of the same evidence that we have produced. And then we have to influence inform health and the care decision. So our products, the evidence that we are producing should end up in the hand of decision makers so that they use in order to improve healthcare system, healthcare at all levels. Our open access strategy. Yes, we have the evidence. That evidence should be in the hand of whosoever would love to use those evidence in order to improve the health policy, the health system, or the health care. So open access, what is it? Is free, immediate online availability of research articles combined with, is a message here? Wow. Sorry. So the open access strategy is the free, immediate online availability of research article combined with the right to reuse this output fully. This is the open access. As soon as the article is produced, everyone is able to access it freely and is able to use it. By 2025, at the latest, Cochrane will achieve universal open access to Cochrane systematic reviews immediately on publication for both the new and the updated reviews. Also far, the articles that are produced or the reviews that are produced within the first year, the first 12 months, the articles are not accessible to everyone. It's only after the first year that is accessible to everyone. But by 2025, as soon as the article is produced, it will become accessible to all. Our roadmap to open access started in 2021, and the aim
Dr.
to deliver.
Oscar.
Yes.
I'm sorry, we're running out of time. So can you please enter in 5 minutes when the call have ended? Can you please enter with the same link again, please?
Where exactly can I start from where?
The meeting is going to end in 5 minutes. So can you please enter again with the same link, please?
Wow. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, thank you. We have 3 minutes left, so you can go ahead with your class. But when the meeting is over, please enter again.
Okay, okay. So I can take advantage of the few minutes, and yeah, you don't share the screen there. Yeah. So we are done with open access strategy. Next slide. So our policy and the position, all of Cochrane policies and the position statement are published and they publicly available on our community website. So an open access is a concept about making online research output free of restriction on access and free of many restriction on use. Yeah. Mainly our policy, we want to remain independent. We don't want to be under pressure. We don't want commercial production of systematic review. Next. So we don't want the conflict of interests. Yeah. So minimizing the effect that conflict of interest could have on our research and then our organization. So we can't promote, we can't do the promotion of any pharmaceutical drug. We can't do the promotion of any medical device. We want just to remain independent and stick on producing the evidence. Our funders and partners. So our global network or group is supported by national governments, international governmental, or non-governmental organizations, universities, hospitals, private foundation, and personal donation across the world. So the direct income in 2019 for Cochrane Groups was about 16 million pounds. So in 2020, Cochrane Central organizational income was 13 million pounds. Much of this income is derived from the process of the Cochrane Library. Remember, I said during the first year to access some reviews, people should pay. But by 2025, it will end. So there's some money that is generated through access to some reviews so far. So all these contribute to the fund that the organization produce. Yeah, so I was saying the organization receives some funds from government, receives some funds for non-governmental organization. We receive also produce some income from Cochrane Library. So what are we doing with the funds generated? This income is invested back into the organization by our governing board to deliver the goals of our organization strategy. The difference we make. So what's the difference that we have made? Our logo tells a story. And two, we have got Cochrane names. Let's go to the next page. Yeah, I think this is our logo. You can see this logo has got to 2C. The 2C form a globe. The C is a sign of collaboration across the globe in order to produce reliable, systematic review or reviews, Cochrane reviews. And the inside the globe, you can see we have got horizontal lines. This represents the result of studies. Each study, a single study, is represented by an horizontal line. And at the center, we can see there's a vertical line, is a line of non-effect. And down to the left side, you can see I think everything is clear. Let's go back one page. One. So the circle formed by 2C shaped represent our global collaboration. And the line with DIN illustrates the summary result for iconic systematic review. There's an iconic systematic review that was produced in order to know the effectiveness of corticosteroids to prevent the mortality of the newborn who came alive prematurely. So this logo, it represents that study, the result of that study. So each horizontal line represents the result of one study, while the diamond that is down to the left side represents the combined result of the single studies. And it is our best estimate of whether the treatment is effective or harmful. The diamond sits clearly to the left of the vertical line, representing no difference. That vertical line represents no difference. Therefore, the evidence indicates that treatment is beneficial. So the use of corticosteroids in the mother who is about to give birth prematurely is very effective to accelerate the maturity of the lungs of the new child coming prematurely. Let's continue. Yeah, it's the same. Continue. So we call this representation a forest plot. Okay, the forest plot within a logo illustrates an example of potential systematic review to improve healthcare. Okay, I've already said it. It showed that corticosteroid given to women who are about to give birth prematurely can save life of the newborn child. Cochrane name, it came from where? Cochrane is a name is named in honor to Aki Cochrane. He's a British medical researcher who contributed greatly to the development of epidemiology as a science, and is counted also among the fathers of evidence-based medicine. Yeah, I think this is the end of my presentation. Whatever I presented, I got from Cochrane resources. Yeah, thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ngongo. It was a really interesting class, and definitely Cochrane is a very useful tool for everybody who is interested in improve health, health sciences. So I'm going to ask the audience if they have any question. En la audiencia, no sé si alguno tenga alguna pregunta que hacer al doctor, por favor la pueden dejar en el chat o algún comentario. So we have a comment. Big Ball says, thank you, doctor. And there's any question? Thank you.
I think Cochrane is a very good organization. I think we have just presented the picture of the organization. I think it's just some kind of invitation to everyone to join Cochrane. I think after you have seen what it is happening inside, the evidence that are produced by Cochrane in order to improve healthcare or healthcare system, I think it's better to be part of this organization in order to improve our global health system and our global healthcare.
Yes, yes. Without question, Cochrane it's a really good tool for everyone. And I have a question for you. When did you find out this organization?
As a doctor, I found it. I was a student.
Okay.
But not much interest. I think the time that I was writing my master in public health, but not too much interest that time. My focus was somewhere else. But I've got more interest at the moment because we have got a university that came to join our hospital. So we have to produce, we have to do research and we have to produce reviews, we have to produce articles. I think we have jumped in this organization at the moment. And personally, I've acquired a lot of knowledge. There are things that I didn't know exactly, especially in terms of systematic reviews. I used to think that it was too hard to produce, it's too much work to produce, but I've discovered that it's a global organization. You don't work alone, you don't go alone. There are a lot of authors that can join you. There are other colleagues that can join you in order to produce evidence that can make a difference, not only in your area where you are living, but it can also help somewhere else across the globe.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Started this year.
Okay. Yes, it's really interesting how globalization let us like gather together in order to produce evidence. So thank you, doctor, for being here with us today. I don't know if you have a final comment to the audience so we can end our meeting.
I think just to invite people to join the Cochrane and to use the resources that are available in Cochrane Library. We'll find the evidence that we can, the time is not there to use a single article, but now is the time to use the systematic reviews in order to defend one position or another position. So I just encouragement for whosoever is in research, in academic field there, to join research and to pass through Cochrane, because it's one of the reliable organizations that produce reliable evidence. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much and have a nice day, and thank you for your valuable time. Muchas
Okay.
gracias a todos por asistir y pues nos vemos en la siguiente clase y muchísimas gracias a todos por su tiempo. Hasta luego.